This is approved reading. This is in the high school and the schools.
In what curriculum of our school is that included?
This is in the libraries of the high school and is approved by the state. And this is the book that's within.
It's not in the curriculum. My understanding is that that book is not in the curriculum of any of our classes.
You can interrupt anybody now?
Well, I'm asking a factual question. Are you aware of a place where it's in the curriculum that I'm not aware of?
I am aware these are in the high schools. These
yes, they're
are
in the library.
They're in the library.
That's right. Would you care to describe what the book is to the audience?
I would love to do that. Thank you for the invitation. I will read excerpts from the book.
No, actually, our policy doesn't include banning things on the basis of excerpts. Our policy includes the possibility of challenging works in their entirety, in their value as a work. Would you like to address what the overall work is about before you try?
Ma'am, you seem to be educated. Please continue for my comments.
I'm telling you that if you would like to tell us about the book, you will need to start with telling us what the book is about instead of simply going to excerpted pieces.
I will read in here what I have found in the book to be offensive.
Okay.
So it has cartoon such characters as you see within the book. And it states in here, they whip me with thick electrical cables so much that the looks of my feet are anything but a foot. Amid was assassinated as a member of the guerrillas. He suffered hell. He always had cyanide on him in case he was arrested, but he was taken by surprise, and unfortunately he was never had a chance to use it. He suffered the worst of tortures, and it shows him being whipped, beaten, and burned with an iron. Further on into the book, it states in here,
we've not introduced what the book is about. We're now talking about scenes from the book.
Ma'am, if I may finish my comments, I'll wrap the whole thing so everyone understands.
We're just going to allow public comment to continue.
Okay, I just think it's misleading to discuss excerpts from a book without mentioning what the book is about.
Well, let's allow him to finish his comments.
Okay.
Iraq MiGs have bombed Tehran. No, the bastards. Those assholes. They insulted me. They said that women like me should be pushed up against the wall and then thrown in the garbage.
Okay, I'm going to...
You're offended by the work and what I just spoke. This is in the high school library.
There is nothing in that book that would imply that anything good is happening there or that someone should ally themselves with that. It is the only book I have ever seen that teenagers have ever read to understand the Iranian Revolution, the fall of the Shah, our involvement in that country. And we have another book in our school library where a man is dressed in a crown of thorns and whipped. And then he is nailed to a cross. And I will never stand for you taking that book out of our school library. What? And I do not believe that there is anything in that book that a high school student cannot understand in context. And I think that that is an excellent book.
Okay, up next we have Dale Matthews.
Dale Matthews, Grants Pass. I am a library supporter. I'm a library donor. I grew up in libraries all my life. Libraries are about the quest for knowledge. I absolutely agree with that. So when I went to the first meeting, this is a DVD, of this formation of a library district, boy was I surprised, because I brought to them information I thought that they might find alarming and maybe want to do something about. Pornography is easily available on our library's computers just by going to Google. Not by going in, somebody's laughing in the back, I guess it's funny that pornography is available to anyone in there. And half of the people sitting in the main section of the library looking at the computers were kids, young people, minors. So here's the responses that I got.
I just want to suggest that you not be distracted by the red herring of censorship.
The type of behavior that Mr. Matthews was admitting to, it seldom ever happens at the library, in much the same way that children seldom throw up in the children's library, but we don't line the floors with plastic. When it happens, it's icky, but it is not a common occurrence. So please don't allow that to distract you.
That's Kate Dwyer. I admitted to activity. I went over because I had heard that it was available, and because I'm a journalist, there were no other journalists that went, I went to go to the library to see if this was true. I didn't know if it was true or not. I brought it to the attention of the librarians who were there, and the one that I talked to said, well, that happens all the time. It happens all the time.
Little Lisa asks, Mommy, why is there porn on the library internet? Vote no on this leadership.